Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to ZenLight 8, your quiet corner in a loud world, where we uncover the light within to face anything life throws our way. I'm so glad you're here, because today, we're stepping into something powerful. A journey to conquer not the chaos around us, but the chaos within. Picture this: the world spinning, storms raging, deadlines, doubts, desires pulling you every which way. You've fought hard, chased dreams, wrestled pain, but still, something tugs. A whisper of fear, a flare of anger, a shadow of not enough. What if the real battle isn't out there? What if it's in here, in the wilds of your own mind? At ZenLight 8, we're not about escaping life's mess. We're about mastering it, starting with the one thing you can truly control: you. This isn't just another YouTube stop. It's a space for warriors of the soul. For anyone who's ever felt swept away by their own thoughts or emotions and wondered, can I be stronger? Here, we lean on Stoicism, that ancient wisdom that's less about rules and more about real, raw freedom. Think Marcus Aurelius in the thick of Rome's wars, or Mandela in his cell, men who didn't bend because they ruled themselves. Today, we launch How to Conquer Yourself. 8 Stoic lessons to master your mind and transform your life. 8 steps to turn your inner storm into strength, your weaknesses into wins, your life into something unshakable. Imagine this: a day where rejection hits, and instead of spiraling, you stand steady. A moment where anger flares, and you tame it with a breath. A life where failure doesn't crush you, it lifts you. That's not a dream, that's self-conquest, and it's yours to claim. We'll walk this together. From sparking dreams to facing pain, balancing values to breaking limits, all the way to mastering your mind so no circumstance can break you. ZenLight 8 is your guide, your spark, your proof that happiness isn't out there. It's in here, forged by you. So, grab a cozy spot, maybe a notebook, and let's dive in. Hit subscribe, ring that bell, join this tribe of light seekers. This isn't about fighting the world, it's about winning yourself, and when you do, the world follows. Ready to conquer your mind, your emotions, your life? Let's light that path together right now with Lesson 1. Welcome to ZenLight 8, your victory starts here. Turn dreams into reality. What if the world doesn't need to bend for you to find happiness? What if the key isn't out there, in a better job, a fuller bank account, or a louder cheer, but right here in the way you see yourself? Too often, we walk through life peering through a distorted lens, one clouded by doubt, fear, and stories we've told ourselves. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. I'll fail. These aren't truths etched in stone. They're whispers of the mind, shadows we've let grow larger than reality. Stoicism, that ancient philosophy of resilience and clarity, offers a bold truth. Happiness doesn't demand a change in the world. It demands a change in you. Don't let fear of failure hold you back. Take concrete action, persevere, and watch your dreams shift from fleeting visions to tangible truths. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus urged, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Define who you want to become, then step forward with purpose. This isn't wishful thinking. It's a call to action, a path to turn dreams into reality. The lens we look through. Pause for a moment and imagine this. You're standing before a masterpiece. A life where every dream you've ever cradled has come alive. You see yourself thriving, successful, joyful, brimming with purpose. The colors are vivid, the air electric with possibility. But then you blink and it fades. The canvas dulls to the gray of everyday struggles. Doubts creeping in, fears tightening their grip. Why does this gap exist? Why does that radiant vision feel so far from the life you're living? The answer isn't in the stars or some stroke of luck. It's in the lens you've been using to see yourself. Stoicism teaches us that we don't perceive the world as it is. We perceive it as we are. Our thoughts shape our reality more than any external force ever could. If you see yourself as small, incapable, doomed to stumble, that's the story you'll live. Not because it's true, but because you've believed it. I've been there, staring at a dream, a flicker of something bigger, only to let it slip away under the weight of what if I can't. It's a trap we all fall into, a self-made prison where fear bars the door. But here's the Stoic twist. Those bars aren't iron, they're smoke. They dissolve when you dare to see yourself differently. Epictetus's words cut through the haze. Decide who you want to be, then act. It's deceptively simple, yet it's the cornerstone of turning dreams into reality. Happiness isn't waiting for the world to align. It's born when you align your mind with your potential. You don't need permission, perfect timing, or a golden ticket. You need a shift, a refusal to let fear dictate your story. The paralysis of fear. Fear of failure is the dream killer we all know too well. It's the voice that whispers, "Why try? You'll just fall." It's the shadow that looms when you dare to imagine something more. A new career, a bold project, a life unshackled from routine. I remember wanting to write, to pour my thoughts into words that might matter. But every time I sat down, that voice hissed, "You're no writer. No one will care." So I didn't. For months, the dream sat dormant, buried under fear's weight. Maybe you felt it too. A passion tugging at you, silenced by the dread of not measuring up. Stoicism doesn't sugarcoat this. Fear isn't the enemy. Inaction is. Epictetus didn't promise a life without stumbles. He promised a life where stumbles don't define you. Thomas Edison, the man who lit the world, failed over 1,000 times before the light bulb glowed. 1,000. Most of us would have quit at 10. But Edison reframed it. "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's Stoic wisdom in action. Failure isn't a dead end. It's a detour, a lesson, a step. Fear only wins when you let it stop you. Flip the question. Not what if I fail, but what if I succeed? Let that possibility fuel you, not paralyze you. Action, the bridge to reality. Dreams don't drift into being on clouds of hope. They're forged in the gritty fire of action. Stoicism isn't about sitting cross-legged, dreaming of a better you. It's about standing up and becoming that you. Epictetus's advice is practical. Say who you want to be, then do. Define it clearly. Not vague wishes like, "I want to be happy" or "I want success." Those are fog. Be sharp. I want to be a writer who publishes a book. I want to be a runner who finishes a marathon. I want to be a leader who inspires my team. Clarity cuts through the haze. It gives you a target. Then act small, deliberate now. Perfection's a myth, a trap that keeps you waiting. Seneca, another Stoic giant, warned, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." I started writing again. Not a novel, not even a chapter, just a page. One messy, imperfect page. It wasn't brilliant, but it was real. That first step cracked the fear open, and the next came easier. You don't need to leap mountains. Just move the pebble in front of you. A single push-up if you dream of fitness. A single call if you dream of connection. Action builds momentum. Momentum builds dreams. Perseverance, the Stoic backbone. Action's twin is perseverance. The grit to keep going when the shine wears off. Dreams aren't a sprint. They're a marathon, and the road's rarely smooth. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, knew this well. Ruling Rome, he faced war, plague, betrayal. Yet he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The world won't pause for your dreams. It'll throw storms, deadlines, doubters, days when you're bone-tired. Perseverance is choosing to act anyway." Look at Edison again. Each failed filament wasn't a defeat. It was data. Or consider someone closer to home. A friend of mine dreamed of opening a bakery. She burned her first dozen loaves, lost money on a bad location, faced skeptics who said, "Stick to your day job." But she kept baking, tweaking, learning. Today, her shop's a local gem. Not because she was fearless, but because she persisted through fear. That's Stoic. Not avoiding the hard, but embracing it as the path. Facing the external storm. What about when life fights back? A job loss, a rejection, a pandemic, things you can't control? Marcus Aurelius's wisdom shines here. You don't command the wind, but you steer the ship. I lost a job once, a blow that could have sunk my dreams. Fear screamed, "You're done." But Stoicism whispered, "What can you do now?" I couldn't undo the layoff, but I could rewrite my resume, learn a skill, reach out. Control lies not in the chaos, but in your response. Dreams don't die in storms, they falter when you stop rowing. Practical steps to start. How do you begin? First, define your who. Sit alone, pen in hand, and write. I want to be specific. Vague dreams slip away. Mine was, I want to be a writer who shares stories that move people. Yours might be, I want to be a teacher who sparks curiosity. Or, I want to be a parent who builds a loving home. Clarity is your compass. Next, act small. Don't wait for the stars to align. They won't. If it's writing, draft a paragraph today. If it's fitness, walk a block. If it's a business, sketch a plan. Small wins stack up. Then commit daily, 5 minutes, 10, whatever you can. Consistency trumps intensity. When fear creeps in, ask, is this true or just noise? Most doubts are illusions. Action proves it. The reward of becoming. Turning dreams into reality isn't about the finish line. It's about who you become along the way. Each step sheds a layer of fear, builds a muscle of courage, reveals a you that's stronger than you knew. I'm no literary giant, but that first page led to articles, then a blog, proof I could create. Happiness isn't the book deal or the medal, it's the knowing. I dared. I did. Stoicism promises this. When you shift how you see yourself, from victim to actor, from dreamer to doer, the world transforms. Not because it changes, but because you do. Call to dare. So, who do you want to be? Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Say it. Write it. Then do one thing, tiny, real, today. Fear will whisper. Let action shout louder. Epictetus didn't promise ease. He promised power, the power to craft your reality, one brave step at a time. Dreams aren't gifts bestowed, they're fires kindled. Light yours. The world won't move for you, but you can move through it, stronger, truer, alive. That's Stoicism. That's you, turning dreams into reality. Transform pain into power. Pain is a universal thread woven into the fabric of every life. No one escapes it. Loss, failure, heartbreak. They come unbidden, crashing through our dreams like storms against a fragile shore. In the wake of turn dreams into reality, where you've learned to shift your lens and act boldly, pain might seem like a contradiction, a barrier threatening to undo your progress. But Stoicism offers a radical reframe. Pain isn't the enemy you've made it out to be. It's a raw material, a chance to forge something stronger. It's inevitable, yes, but how you respond shapes the power within you. Accept what you cannot control, learn from hardship rather than resist it, and watch pain transform from a weight into a weapon. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, put it piercingly, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Pain isn't here to break you, it's here to build you, if you let it. The inescapable truth of suffering. Step back for a moment and consider this. No matter who you are, rich or poor, celebrated or unknown, pain will find you. It's not a question of if, but when. A job slips away, a loved one leaves, a dream crumbles. Each cuts deep, leaving you raw. After claiming your dreams through action, as Epictetus urged, you might think you've earned a reprieve. But life doesn't bargain. I felt it myself. After pushing past fear to write, a rejection letter landed like a punch, unraveling weeks of courage. Maybe you've been there too. A moment when everything aligns only for pain to sweep in, uninvited. Stoicism doesn't flinch from this truth. Suffering is part of the human deal. Seneca, another Stoic sage, wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Pain isn't a flaw in the system. It's the system itself, a forge where resilience is hammered out. The difference lies not in the wound, but in the response. Some collapse under it, letting it define them as victims. Others rise not despite it, but because of it. The secret is not about dodging pain, that's impossible. It's about what you do with it. The trap of resistance. Our instinct is to fight. When pain strikes, we clench our fists. Why me? This isn't fair. We rail against it, as if anger could erase it. I did this after that rejection. Pacing, cursing the editor, replaying every word I'd written, convinced I could argue pain away. It didn't work. It never does. Resistance only tightens the knot, turning a cut into a scar that festers. Stoicism sees this clearly. What you resist persists. Marcus Aurelius's insight cuts through. The obstacle isn't the problem, your struggle against it is. Pain becomes the way forward when you stop pushing it back. Think of Beethoven, the composer who lost his hearing, a musician's nightmare. He could have raged, quit, let silence bury him. Instead, he accepted it. In that quiet, he wrote Symphony No. 9, a masterpiece born from what should have been his end. I will seize fate by the throat, he declared. It shall certainly never wholly overcome me. That's not defiance, it's alchemy. Pain didn't vanish. It became his fuel. You don't need to be Beethoven to feel this shift. Acceptance isn't surrender. It's power, a choice to face what's real and mold it. Acceptance as the first step. So how do you start? Acceptance is the doorway. It's not passive, it's active, a deliberate turn toward what is. You can't control the loss of a job, the sting of betrayal, the ache of grief. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. I sat with that rejection, stopped fighting it, and asked, what's here? Not why me, but what now? The shift was subtle but seismic. Pain stopped being a thief and started being a teacher. Try it. Next time pain hits, pause. Breathe. Name it, this is loss. This is failure. Don't flinch or flee. Acceptance strips pain of its chaos, giving you ground to stand on. It's not about liking it, it's about seeing it clear. A friend lost her mother and told me, I stopped asking why she's gone and started asking what she'd want me to do. That's Stoic. Not erasing the hurt, but redirecting it. What you can't change, you can use. Learning from the ashes. Pain's lessons are sharp, but they cut through illusion. Instead of why is this happening? Ask what can I learn? That rejection taught me my writing lacked focus, not talent, but precision. It hurt, but it honed me. Each draft after was tighter, truer. Pain became my editor when humans wouldn't. Seneca's wisdom rings here. Difficulties are labor for the mind. They reveal what's weak, what's strong, what's worth keeping. Look at history. Beethoven learned to hear through silence, crafting music that still echoes. Or take a quieter story. A colleague fired after years of loyalty. Devastated, he asked, what's this teaching me? He learned he'd coasted, relied on comfort. Pain pushed him to retrain, pivot, and now he runs his own business. Pain doesn't just wound, it instructs if you listen. What's your pain saying? Is it resilience from a fall? Patience from a weight? Courage from a fear faced? Write it down, sit with it. Let it speak. Action, forging power from pain. Stoicism isn't idle reflection. It's action. Pain's power emerges when you move through it. After accepting and learning, do. That rejection. I wrote again, not sulking, but acting. A page became an article, then a pitch. Each step turned hurt into momentum. You don't need big leaps. Small moves forge the chain. Lost a job? Update your skills one course at a time. Heartbroken? Walk, journal, breathe one moment at a time. Action doesn't erase pain, it shapes it. Marcus Aurelius saw obstacles as paths. A storm blocks your road? Build a bridge. A failure stalls your dream? Use it as a map. My friend who lost her mom started a garden. Her mother's love for flowers became her hands in the soil. Pain didn't vanish. It grew into something alive. What can you build? A conversation, a habit, a creation. Each act is a brick, turning the rubble of suffering into a foundation. The strength beyond pain. This transformation isn't instant. It's a forge, slow and searing. But each time you accept, learn, and act, pain loses its sting and gains purpose. I'm not the writer I was. Rejection didn't crush me. It carved me. You won't be the you of yesterday either. Strength isn't avoiding pain. It's rising through it. Seneca said labor strengthens. Every tear, every fall, every push makes you tougher, wiser, more you. Look at those who've done it. Beethoven's symphonies, my colleague's business, my friend's garden. They didn't dodge suffering. They danced with it. You can too. Next pain comes, and it will. Don't ask why me? Ask how will this shape me? The answer's in your hands, your mind, your steps. Pain's inevitable. Power's optional. Choose it. A daily practice. Start small. When pain strikes, sit for 5 minutes. Breathe it in, this is real. Write one lesson, this taught me patience. Take one step, call a friend, stretch, plan. Repeat tomorrow. It's not easy, nothing worth it is, but it's yours. Pain's a guest. Make it work for you. Marcus Aurelius didn't promise a painless life. He promised a powerful one. That's the Stoic way. What stands in the way becomes the way. The reward of transformation. As pain turns to power, you see yourself anew. Not a victim, but a craftsman. Dreams you acted on in lesson 1 gain depth. Failure's no longer a foe, but a forge. Happiness isn't the absence of pain. It's the presence of strength. You'll stand taller, not because life softened, but because you hardened in the best way. This is Stoicism. Not a shield from hurt, but a sword through it. Take your pain, shape it, wield it, your power's waiting. Focus on what truly matters. You've ignited your dreams with action, turning visions into reality through courage and perseverance. You've faced pain head-on, transforming it into a source of inner power by accepting what you cannot change and learning from what you can. Now, pause and look around. Amidst the rush of chasing dreams and wrestling with hardship, are you running toward what truly matters, or just running? The world is loud, relentless, notifications buzz, expectations pile, trivialities clamor for your attention. Stoicism cuts through this chaos with a simple, piercing truth. Don't get swept away by the mundane. Anchor yourself in your core values and what holds real weight. Practice gratitude and choose your relationships wisely to keep your mind clear and your heart steady. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, reminds us, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. True wealth isn't in accumulation. It's in focus, in knowing what's enough and living it. The noise that drowns us. Step into a quiet moment and ask, what fills your days? For me, it was once a blur. Scrolling feeds, chasing deadlines, juggling a dozen urgent tasks that faded by week's end. Sound familiar? We live in a storm of noise. News screaming, social media flashing, voices demanding more, faster, better. It's a script we didn't write but often follow, racing against a clock that never stops. Amidst it all, I'd collapse at night, wondering, is this it? Dreams pushed me forward, pain sharpened me, but something was still off. My energy scattered, my soul restless. Stoicism sees this trap. We're not lost because life's hard, but because we're distracted. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If your thoughts swirl around the trivial, likes, gossip, endless to-dos, your life mirrors that chaos. After turning dreams into reality, after forging strength from pain, the next step isn't more doing, it's better choosing. What matters? Not tomorrow's noise, but today's essence. Seneca's words hit hard. Poverty isn't lack, it's craving. Stop chasing shadows, and the light of what's real shines through, defining what truly matters. So what does matter? It's not a universal checklist. It's yours to uncover. Stoicism doesn't dictate. It guides. For me, after that restless blur, I sat alone and asked, what lasts? Not the fleeting high of a compliment or the buzz of a busy day. It was connection, quiet moments with my family. It was growth, learning something that stretched me. It was integrity, acting true even when no one watched. These became my core values, my compass. What are yours? Love? Truth? Resilience? Write them down. Feel them out. They're not loud. They're steady, the roots beneath the storm. This builds on your journey. Dreams gave you direction. Pain gave you depth. Now values give you focus. Albert Einstein, a mind beyond his time, lived this. He could have chased fame, but he said, "Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value." His breakthroughs came not from applause, but from curiosity and purpose. You don't need to be Einstein. What matters to you might be a warm home, a clear conscience, a craft mastered. Define it. Clarity cuts the clutter. The filter of control. Stoicism's bedrock helps here. Separate what you can control from what you can't. You can't stop the news, silence critics, or bend time. You can choose your attention, your effort, your response. I used to fret over others' opinions. Will they like me? Until Marcus Aurelius's echo sank in. You have power over your mind, not outside events. A coworker's jab? Out of my hands. My reaction? Mine. This filter, honed in pain's forge, sharpens focus. Ask, will this matter in 5 years? A spilled coffee won't. A broken trust might. Let the small slide hold the big close. Try it. Next time chaos pulls, pause. Can I control this? If no, let it go. Weather, traffic, a stranger's mood. If yes, your words, your work, act. This isn't cold, it's liberating. You're not a leaf in the wind. You're the tree, rooted in what lasts. The power of gratitude. Focus deepens with gratitude. A Stoic antidote to craving. Seneca nailed it. The poor man isn't broke, he's insatiable. I chase more wins, more stuff, until exhaustion taught me, more is a mirage. Then, one morning, alone with coffee, I stopped. The warmth in my hands, the sun through the window, the breath in my lungs. Small, real, mine. Gratitude flipped the script. I didn't need more. I had enough. Start this each day, name 3 things. A friend's laugh, a quiet hour, a meal shared. They're not grand, they're gold. Einstein valued a peaceful morning. I cherish a walk with my dog. Gratitude isn't naive, it's fierce. A shield against the world's push for excess. It ties to your dreams. Action brought them near. Gratitude keeps them grounded. It echoes your pain. Strength grew from loss. Joy grows from what remains. Choosing relationships wisely. Your focus isn't solo. It's shaped by who surrounds you. Marcus Aurelius warned, the soul becomes dyed. I had friends who drained. Endless complaints, shallow chatter. I'd leave heavier, not lighter. Stoicism doesn't mean isolation. It means selection. Keep those who lift, who challenge, who reflect your values. A mentor once told me, you're the average of your 5 closest. I cut ties with toxicity, not cruelly but firmly, and sought those who inspired. A friend who listens, a colleague who pushes, gold over glitter. Test it. Who leaves you better? Who drags you down? You can't control them, but you can choose your circle. This builds on silent strength. You stand alone, but not apart. It's the universe you crafted. Fill it with voices that matter, not noise that scatters. Letting go of the trivial. The mundane loves to cling. Petty grudges, status games, endless scrolls. I'd stew over a slight, refresh feeds for validation. Hours lost to nothing. Stoicism says, drop it. Will it matter in 5 years? Rarely. A spat with a stranger? Gone. A missed deadline? Fades. I started asking, does this serve my core? If not, it's out, phone down, grudge released. This isn't apathy, it's pruning, clearing space for what grows. Practice this. Next distraction, gossip, a ping, ask, does this align? If no, walk away. It's freedom, not burden. Dreams need room. Pain needs healing, triviality steals both. A daily anchor. Make it habit, morning, 5 minutes, alone. List your values, kindness, growth, peace. Name what's grateful. Sunlight, a call, rest. Check your circle, who's near today. Evening, reflect. What mattered? A kind word given, a lesson learned, keep those. It's small, but it sticks. I do this, coffee in hand, notebook open. It's my rudder, steering past the noise. The reward of clarity. Focus shifts everything. Dreams, once wild, find purpose. Action aligns with value, not vanity. Pain, once a foe, finds meaning. Strength serves what lasts. Happiness isn't more. It's less. distilled to what's true. I'm not chasing shadows now. I'm building light. You'll feel it too. Lighter, clearer, alive. Seneca's poor man craves. The Stoic savors. You're not poor, you're rich in what matters. A call to refocus. So what's your core? Not tomorrow's hype. Not yesterday's mess. Today's truth. Define it, guard it, live it. Gratitude isn't soft. It's steel. Relationships aren't filler, they're fuel. The trivial's a thief, evict it. You've acted on dreams, powered through pain. Now focus on what endures. Stoicism doesn't promise ease, it promises essence. Take it. The world won't quiet, but you can. That's your power, your peace, your way. Achieve balance and true success. You've turned your dreams into reality, lighting the spark of action to shape your future. You've transformed pain into power, finding strength in the forge of adversity. You've focused on what truly matters, anchoring yourself in values that cut through life's noise. Now, let's step deeper. What does success really mean? The world screams that it's fame, wealth, a name in lights. Yet why do so many who grasp these still feel hollow? Stoicism offers a quieter, truer answer. Real success isn't in the applause or the possessions. It's in the balance within you. Let go of external expectations and live by your values, as Epictetus taught. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. This isn't about conquering the world. It's about harmonizing with the one inside you, finding a success that endures beyond the fleeting. The illusion of external success. Picture this. A life where you've hit every mark society sets. Money flows, titles stack, crowds cheer. You're at the pinnacle, the dream you acted on in lesson 1. But then, late at night, alone, a whisper creeps in. Is this it? I've chased that mirage. Pushing for a promotion, craving recognition, thinking the next win would fill me. Didn't. The raise came, the praise rang, but the quiet stayed empty. Maybe you felt it too. A hollow beneath the shine, a restlessness no trophy can tame. Stoicism sees through this illusion. Anthony Bourdain, the chef who traveled the world, had it all: fame, adventure, a voice that captivated millions. Yet, inside, he wrestled with shadows, a lostness that fame couldn't fix. His story haunts. Success, as the world defines it, can be a shell. Epictetus cuts to the core. True freedom, true success, isn't in what you gain, but in what you release. It's not the storm outside that sinks you. It's the imbalance within. After acting on dreams and rising through pain, this lesson asks, what are you balancing for? Redefining success as balance. So, what is success if not the glitter? It's equilibrium. A steady boat on a wild sea. Dreams gave you motion, pain gave you grit, values gave you direction. Balance ties them together. It's not about silencing life's waves. It's about steering through them. For me, balance came when I stopped measuring by others' rulers. Likes, paychecks, nods, and started measuring by my own. Am I at peace? Am I true? Success became less about headlines, more about mornings I woke without dread. Epictetus's wisdom shines here. Freedom is disregarding what you can't control. Others' opinions, random setbacks, the chaos of chance. You've learned this. Dreams don't need luck. Pain doesn't need fairness. Success doesn't need applause. Haruki Murakami, the writer who traded a bar for books, lived this. He didn't write for awards. He wrote for himself, finding balance in the quiet of his craft. Success found him not because he chased it, but because he centered it. What's your center? Kindness? Growth? Presence? That's your success, not the world's. Letting go of expectations. External expectations are chains, subtle but heavy. Be more. Have more. Prove more. I wore them, hustling to impress bosses, friends, even strangers online. Each nod felt good until it didn't. Stoicism says, drop them. You can't control how others see you, only how you see yourself. After focusing on what matters, this is the next cut. Shedding the need to perform. A colleague once bragged about his corner office. I envied, then asked, does it fit my values? It didn't, peace did. I let it go. Try it. Next time praise tempts or criticism stings, pause. Is this mine to carry? If it's not your value, effort, not ego, release it. Epictetus didn't care for Rome's applause. He cared for his mind's calm. That's freedom. Living for your compass, not their map. Living your values. Balance grows from values, the roots you planted in Lesson 3. Mine, connection, growth, integrity became my keel. I'd chase a deadline, then stop. Does this connect me to what I love? If not, I'd shift, call a friend, read a page, realign. Murakami's Barta book's leap wasn't random. It was value-driven, a need for quiet over clamor. You've defined yours, now live them. If it's love, prioritize time with those who matter. If it's truth, speak it, even when it's hard. Success isn't what you stack, it's what you stand on. Test this, list your values, 3, clear yours. Next choice, work, a talk, a rest. Ask, does this match? Yes, keep it, no, adjust. It's not rigid, it's real. Dreams acted on need this route. Pain's lessons need this frame. Balance isn't static. It's a dance with what's true. The Stoic tool, negative visualization. Stoicism offers a practice to steady you, negative visualization. Not to scare, but to ground. I'd imagine losing it all, job, health, home. Not to dwell, but to see. I'd still have me. It's jarring, then freeing. Bourdain's end might have shifted with this. Not chasing more, but seeing enough. Spend 5 minutes. Picture the worst, failure, loss. Then ask, what stays? Your breath, your will, your values. What you can't lose holds you. Epictetus knew. Freedom is what's yours alone. Do it. Sit, alone, eyes closed. Imagine the job gone. What now? You'd adapt, learn, rise. The fear fades. The core stays. This builds on pain's power. You've faced it, now frame it. Balance isn't having it all. It's needing less. Small steps to harmony. Balance isn't a leap. It's steps. Start where you are. Morning, alone. Breathe. What's my center today? Pick one value. Kindness, and live it. A smile, a note. Midday, check. Am I chasing their goal or mine? Shift if needed, skip the scroll, take a walk. Night, reflect. Did I balance? A yes isn't perfect. It's present. I began with 10 minutes of quiet, no phone, just me. It grew, hours aligned, not scattered. Practice this. 5 minutes daily, ask what's enough. Act on it, small, real. Dreams need this pace. Pain needs this peace. It's not grand, it's grounding. The storm and the boat. Life's a sea, waves crash, winds howl. Dreams can capsize, pain can swamp, distractions can drift you. Balance is your ballast. I've faced storms, lost gigs, broken ties, yet found calm not in fixing them, but in steering me. Epictetus didn't promise still waters. He promised a steady hand. Bourdain chased the wind. Murakami wrote it. You've acted, endured, focused, now balance. The boat doesn't sink because the sea's rough. It sinks when you lose the helm. The reward of true success. This success feels different, not loud, but deep. Dreams bloom, not for show, but for you. Pain strengthens, not for scars, but for roots. Values guide, not for praise, but for peace. I'm not the busiest now. I'm the calmest. You'll feel it. Lighter, not from less, but from more of what's yours. Epictetus's freedom isn't a prize. It's a state. You don't need the world's nod. You've got your own. Call to balance. What's your success? Not their glitter, your glow. Define it, values over noise. Live it, small, steady, true. Let go, expectations aren't yours. Visualize, loss proves what lasts. You've dreamed, powered through, focused, now balance. Stoicism doesn't promise the top. It promises the center. Find it. The sea rages, but you sail free, whole, successful in the way that matters. Break free from limiting beliefs. You've turned your dreams into reality with bold action. Transformed pain into a source of power through acceptance. Focused on what truly matters by anchoring in your values. And achieved balance by living free of external expectations. Yet, even with this progress, something might still tug you back. a quiet whisper in your mind. I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'll fail. These aren't facts carved in stone. They're stories you've told yourself, shadows you've let linger. Stoicism shines a light here. Limiting beliefs are self-created illusions, not truths. Confront them, replace them with small, deliberate actions and gratitude, and you'll break free from the fear you've placed upon yourself. Epictetus, the Stoic who rose from slavery, said, "Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems." The chains holding you back aren't out there. They're in here. It's time to shatter them. The invisible chains we wear. Pause and listen. What's that voice in your head saying right now? For me, it was once a constant hum, "You're not smart enough to write. You'll embarrass yourself." I'd sit with a pen, dream of sharing stories, then freeze. Sound familiar? Maybe yours whispers, "I'm not talented enough," or "I wasn't born for this." These aren't loud. They're subtle, creeping in when you dare to step forward. After acting on dreams, rising through pain, and balancing your values, they still linger, pulling you from the life you've built. Stoicism sees these for what they are. Not reality, but imagination run wild. Epictetus's words cut deep. Our fears aren't the problem. Our thoughts about them are. I wasn't stopped by a lack of skill. I was stopped by a story I believed. You're not held back by circumstance. You're held back by a belief you've nurtured. These limits aren't iron bars. They're threads, fragile when you tug. You've acted, endured, focused. Now face this. The last barrier isn't the world. It's you. Recognizing the stories. How do you spot these chains? They hide in your reactions. A chance comes, a job, a project, a leap, and your gut says, "I can't." Not "I won't try," but "I can't." That's the sign. I'd see a writing contest and think, "I'm not qualified," before even reading the rules. You might see a stage and think, "I'll stumble," or a goal and think, "I'm too late." These aren't truths. They're reflexes, echoes of old doubts. Stoicism demands clarity. Question them. Epictetus taught that what we perceive shapes us more than what we face. I started asking, "Why can't I?" No answer held up, just fear, vague and rootless. Try it. Next time "I can't" rises, stop. Is this real? Often, it's not. A ghost from a past failure. A whisper from someone else's voice. You've turned pain into power by facing it. This is the same. Name the belief. I'm not enough. See it for the story it is. Confronting the illusion. Confrontation is the first break. Don't just hear the belief, challenge it. I wrote mine down. I'm not a writer. Then I asked, why? No evidence, just a feeling, flimsy as smoke. Stoicism isn't passive. It's active. Epictetus didn't rise from slavery by nodding at limits. He questioned them. Take a page, list yours. I'm not smart. I'll fail. Next to each, write, is this true? Dig, where's the proof? Most crumble. I had no proof I couldn't write, just a fear I'd clung to. A friend feared public speaking, I'll freeze. She listed it, probed it, no facts, just nerves from a school stumble years ago. She spoke to 3 friends, shaky but fine. The belief cracked. You don't need to leap, just look. Pain taught you acceptance. This teaches inspection. Beliefs don't survive scrutiny, they dissolve. Small actions, the hammer. Beliefs don't die by thought alone. Action smashes them. Stoicism thrives on doing. I didn't wait to feel like a writer. I wrote. One paragraph, awful but real. Then another. Each word chipped at I can't. You've acted on dreams. Apply it here. Fear public speaking? Talk to a mirror, then a friend. Think you're not fit? Walk a block, then 2. Small, consistent, now. Epictetus didn't promise ease. He promised power through effort. David Goggins, the Navy SEAL turned ultrarunner, lived this. Overweight, broken, he thought, I'm not this. He didn't leap to marathons. He started with a step, then a mile. Each run broke the belief he was weak. You don't need his grit, just his method. One action daily, write, lift, speak. It's not the size, it's the strike. Pain became power through steps. Limits fade the same way. Gratitude, the light. Action breaks the chains. Gratitude clears the dust. Stoicism isn't just grit, it's grace. After writing, I'd sit, thankful. I have a pen, a mind, a chance. It shifted me from I'm not enough to I have enough. Seneca said poverty is craving, gratitude is wealth. You focused on what matters, bring it here. Name 3, I breathed today. I tried. I'm here. Small, real, yours. A colleague feared she'd never lead. I'm not bold. She started small, leading a meeting, then thanked her courage, her team, her shot. Gratitude turned I can't into I did. Try it. After acting, pause. What's good? A step taken, a lesson learned. It's not soft, it's steel, building on your balance. You don't need more, you need this. The mind as a garden. Epictetus likened the mind to a garden. Plant doubt, harvest stagnation. Plant action, harvest growth. I'd sown I'm not enough, weeds choked my dreams. Confronting it, acting, thanking. I replanted. You've weeded pain, focused values, now clear this. What grows? I can try. I am learning. Beliefs aren't fixed, they're seeds. Choose yours. The freedom beyond. Breaking free shifts everything. Dreams once stalled move, action flows without dread. Pain once a teacher softens. Strength stands without shame. Balance once sought steadies, values shine without clutter. I write now, not fearless, but free. I'm not enough faded to I'm enough for this. You'll feel it. Lighter, not from less fear, but more truth. Epictetus's freedom isn't loud. It's quiet, a mind unhooked from lies. A daily break. Make it yours, 5 minutes alone. Hear the belief I can't. Ask why? No proof? Act one step small now. Thank it, I moved. Repeat tomorrow. I did pen page, I'm here. It's not instant, it's steady. Dreams need this space. Balance needs this calm. Limits don't own you, you do. The reward of liberation. This freedom remakes you, not the doubts, but the doer. You're not enough, you're enough to start, to grow, to be. Pain forged you, values guided you, balance held you, now liberty lifts you. Stoicism doesn't erase fear, it ends its reign. You've acted, endured, focused, steadied, now soar. No chain holds what you don't carry. A call to break free. What's your story? I'm not this. Name it, face it, break it. Act one move today. Thank one gift now. You've dreamed, powered, focused, balanced, now free yourself. Epictetus didn't bow to slavery, you don't bow to shadows. The world's limits fade, yours vanish. That's Stoicism. Not a cage, but a key. Turn it. You're not what you feared, you're what you choose. Master discipline and perseverance. You've turned your dreams into reality with bold steps, transformed pain into power through acceptance, focused on what truly matters by anchoring in values, achieved balance by shedding external expectations, and broken free from limiting beliefs with action and gratitude. Now, the path deepens. How do you keep going when the initial spark fades? Motivation lit the fire, but it's discipline and perseverance that keep it burning through storms. These aren't gifts you're born with, they're skills you forge, starting small and showing up daily. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, captured it perfectly. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. This isn't about how you feel. It's about what you do to improve yourself, day after day, no matter the mood. Mastery of self isn't a sprint. It's a steady climb, and it's yours to claim. The myth of motivation. Picture this. You're fired up, dreams clear, pain harnessed, values set, balance found, limits shattered. You leap forward, fueled by a rush of I can do this. Then, a cold morning hits. The alarm blares, rain taps the window, and that spark? Gone. I've been there. After breaking free to write, I'd wake some days with no urge, just a pull to scroll or sleep. Motivation's a fickle friend. It starts the race but rarely finishes it. You? Stoicism sees this trap. Motivation is a match, not a flame. Epictetus said, no man is free who is not master of himself. Freedom and success don't ride on fleeting highs. They rest on discipline, the choice to act when passion dips. David Goggins, the Navy SEAL turned ultra-runner, nailed it. Motivation is crap. When you're driven, whatever's in front of you gets destroyed. He didn't run 100 miles on a whim, he ran on grit. You've acted, endured, focused, now sustain it. Motivation starts. Discipline endures. Discipline, the quiet force. Discipline isn't loud. It's steady. It's not the thrill of a big win. It's the quiet of a small step, repeated. I wanted to write daily, not novels, just words. Some mornings I'd stare, blank, tempted to skip. Then Marcus Aurelius's voice rang, work as a human. I'd write one line, ugly but done. Then another. It wasn't genius, it was discipline, showing up when I didn't want to. You've acted on dreams, now make it habit. Angela Duckworth, the psychologist who studied grit, saw this at West Point. Cadets didn't thrive on talent or strength. They thrived on refusal to quit. The weakest, slowest finished when others dropped, not because they felt it, but because they did it. Discipline isn't feeling ready. It's being ready to feel nothing and move anyway. Your dream, fitness, art, peace needs this. Not a burst, but a beat. Perseverance, the long game. Discipline starts the engine. Perseverance keeps it running. Life's not a smooth road. Storms hit, doubts creep, progress stalls. I'd write, get rejected, write again. Some days it felt pointless. But perseverance isn't about speed, it's about staying. Marcus Aurelius faced wars, plagues, betrayal, yet kept ruling, writing, being. You have power over your mind, he said. You've turned pain to power. Now turn time to triumph. Goggins again. From a broken childhood to SEAL training, he didn't leap, he crawled, then walked, then ran. Each mile was a choice, quit or keep going. A friend of mine wanted to run a marathon, started with a limp, a block, months of slow laps. She crossed the line, not fast, but finished. Perseverance ties to your balance. It's not the pace, it's the persistence. Dreams don't die from failure, they die from stopping. Starting small, staying steady. Big leaps tempt. I'll run 10 miles, write a book, change today. But they crash. Stoicism thrives on the small. I began with 5 minutes of writing daily, no excuses. It grew 10, 20 pages. Duckworth's cadets didn't start with marches. They started with push-ups. Goggins didn't run 100 miles first. He ran one. You? Pick one thing small, doable. A walk, a sketch, a call. Do it today, tomorrow, next day. It's not the size, it's the streak. Try it. 5 minutes alone, act. Lift a weight, read a line, breathe deep. No fanfare, just do. Next day, same. Pain taught you steps. This cements them. Discipline builds brick by brick. Perseverance stacks them high. Facing the inner storm. What when you falter? A day skips, a mood sinks. I can't today. Marcus Aurelius knew this dawn struggle. Get up, work. I'd miss a morning, feel lazy. Then hear him, human being. Back to the pen. You've faced pain storm, face this one. Tired? One step. Down? One breath. It's not about never falling, it's about always rising. Goggins ran on broken feet. Pain screamed, discipline roared louder. Your storm's quieter, but the choice is same. Stop or stand. The power of routine. Routine turns discipline into muscle. I set a time, 7 a.m., coffee, right? Rain, shine, mood didn't matter. It stuck. You've focused values, root this here. Morning, 5 minutes, your thing, run, draw, think. Night, reflect. Did I? Yes builds trust. No builds resolve. Duckworth's grit grew in habits. Cadets drilled daily, not randomly. Goggins's runs weren't whims. They were clocks. Small, steady, yours. Routine is discipline's spine. The reward of mastery. This mastery shifts you. Dreams, once sparks, burn steady. Action's a reflex, not a fight. Pain, once a foe, fades. Perseverance dulls its edge. Balance holds, discipline steadies the boat. I'm not just a writer. I'm a doer, not swayed by whims. You'll feel it. Stronger, not from less struggle, but more command. Marcus Aurelius didn't promise ease, he promised self. Each day you rise, act, stay, you win you. A daily forge. Make it real. 5 minutes now. Pick. What's mine? A step, a word, a breath. Do it small, sure. Tomorrow again. Feel off? Human being. Act anyway. Gratitude from lesson 5 fits. I did this. It's not grand, it's growth. Pain forged you. Values guided you. Balance held you. Freedom lifted you. Discipline seals you. One day, one deed, mastery's yours. The triumph beyond. Mastery isn't loud. It's deep. Dreams don't flicker, they glow. Pain doesn't rule, it serves. You're not the mood, you're the motion. Goggins didn't stop at SEAL. He ran past limits. My friend didn't stop at a marathon. She ran life. You've acted, endured, focused, balanced, freed, now master. Stoicism isn't a peak. It's a plateau wide and yours. Each step proves you can. Call to master. What's your work? Not tomorrow's, today's. 5 minutes, start. One choice, stay. Marcus Aurelius didn't flinch, you don't either. Motivation fades. Discipline rises. Perseverance stands. You've dreamed, powered, focused, balanced, freed, now own it. The world shifts, you're the master. Stoicism isn't a wish. It's a will. Live it. You're not what you feel, you're what you do. Adopt a winning mindset. You've turned dreams into reality with action. Transformed pain into power through acceptance. Focused on what truly matters with clarity. Achieved balance by living your values. Broken free from limiting beliefs with courage, and mastered discipline to persevere through challenges. Now, the journey rises to a new height. What does it mean to win? The world shouts that victory is beating others. More wealth, louder applause, a higher perch. But Stoicism whispers a deeper truth. Winning isn't about defeating anyone else. It's about mastering yourself. Control your thoughts and emotions amidst the storms of life. Failure isn't a dead end. It's a part of the path. Epictetus, the Stoic who found freedom in a slave's chains, said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." True victory isn't out there. It's in here, a mindset forged in the fire of self-command, unshaken by the chaos around you. Redefining victory. Step back and ask, what's a win to you? I used to think it was outpacing others, a better job, a bigger byline, a nod from the crowd. I chase it, win it, then feel nothing. Empty. After disciplining my days, I'd still measure by their rulers. Am I ahead? It's a trap we all stumble into, tying triumph to what shines outside. Stoicism flips this. Victory isn't a race against the world. It's a stand within it. Epictetus didn't seek Rome's riches. He sought his mind's reign. The only thing you truly have control over is how you see yourself. The video echoes. I shifted. Winning became, did I stay true today? Not did I outdo them? Bethany Hamilton, the surfer who lost her arm to a shark at 13, lived this. She didn't beat rivals. She beat despair, surfing again within months. I don't need easy, she said. I just need possible. That's Stoic. Not topping others, but topping you. The storm within the storm. Life's a tempest. Winds of loss, waves of doubt, rain of failure. You faced them. Dreams tested, pain endured, balance rocked. But the real storm? It's inside. Thoughts spinning, emotions surging. A rejection once sent me reeling. I'm done. Anger flaring, fear flooding. The world didn't break me. My mind nearly did. You felt it. A setback hits, and the chaos isn't the event. It's the spiral after. Marcus Aurelius knew this. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Winning isn't calming the sea. It's calming you. Hamilton didn't stop the shark. She stopped the panic, riding waves again. Control isn't out there. It's here. Pain taught you this. Discipline drilled it, now live it. The storm rages. Your mind stands. Mastering thoughts. Thoughts are the first battleground. They'll run wild, I failed. I'm weak. If you let them. Stoicism says, rein them in. After a writing flop, I'd think, I'll never make it. Then I'd pause. Is this true? No proof, just noise. Epictetus taught, Question what you can't control, command what you can. I couldn't undo the flop, I could undo the despair. I'll write again. Simple, mine. Try it. Next thought storms, I can't. Stop. Why not? No fact. Shift. I'll try. It's not denial, it's dominion. Dreams needed action. This needs focus. Bethany didn't think, I'm finished. She thought, I'll adapt. You've broken beliefs, break this too. Thoughts don't rule, you do. Taming emotions. Emotions follow anger, fear, shame. A harsh word once lit me up. Fury burned all day. Stoicism doesn't kill feeling, it guides it. Feel deeply, the Stoics say, but act wisely. I'd breathe, ask, does this help? No, let it fade. Hamilton felt loss, terror, grief, but didn't drown in it. She surfed. You've faced pain's fire, don't let emotion fan it. Practice this. Storm hits, job lost, word sting. Feel it, then pause. What's mine? Rage? Action? In 5 breaths, 1 choice, I'll move. Discipline built this muscle, use it. Winning isn't numb. It's steady. A heart that beats, not breaks. Failure as the path. Failure's the twist. It's not defeat. It's the road. Adbama peace, think over. Stoicism says, part of it. Each flop taught clarity, grit, next. Hamilton's arm didn't end her. It shaped her. Failure is part of the journey. The video notes, not the end, the bend. You've acted through pain, persevered through doubt. Failure's just fuel. See it. A fall, job, goal, hope, ask, what's here? A lesson, I rushed. I'll pace. A chance, I'll try. Edison's 10,000 bulbs weren't losses, they were steps. Your dream's alive. Your balance holds. Failure's a brick, not a wall. The Stoic anchor, inner control. Controls the core, your winning edge. You can't stop the storm, Epictetus might say, but you can steer. A friend lost her business. Panic loomed. She paused, what's mine? Not the loss, the next step. She rebuilt, not rich but whole. I'd face a blank page, no ideas, then shift 1 word. Control isn't fate, it's focus. Pain taught acceptance. This teaches grip. Test it. Chaos strikes, deadlines, fights, list. Mine? Not mine. Their words? Not. My calm? Yes. Act small, sure. Dreams grew this way. Balance stayed this way, winning stands this way. Building the mindset daily. Make it habit. 5 minutes, alone. Storm brews, what's mine? Thoughts, I'll shape. Emotions, I'll steady. Failure, I'll learn. I do this. Coffee, quiet. Did I win me today? A yes isn't perfect. It's present. Hamilton didn't surf once. She trained daily. Discipline's your base. This is your crown. Try it. Morning, ask, what's my win? Not their game, yours. Day falters, what's mine? Night, what grew? Small, steady mindset's muscle. The reward of winning within. This mindset shifts all. Dreams don't waver, they deepen, rooted in you. Pain doesn't sway, it bends, lifting you. Balance holds, control steadies it. I'm not chasing their wins. I'm claiming mine, calm amidst chaos. You'll feel it, not louder but surer. Epictetus's wealth isn't stuff. It's peace. Failure's a friend. Storms are tests you pass by standing. A call to win. What's your victory? Not their crown, your calm. Control it, thoughts, feelings, falls. You've acted, powered, focused, balanced, freed, mastered, now win. Storms loud. You're louder. Not in noise but nerve. Stoicism isn't their game, it's yours. Few wants, Epictetus said. Want this, you unshaken. Rise. You're not what they see, you're what you rule. Conquer yourself, conquer the world. You've turned dreams into reality with action, transformed pain into power with acceptance, focused on what truly matters with clarity, achieved balance through values, broken free from limiting beliefs with courage, mastered discipline to persevere, and adopted a winning mindset through inner control. Now, the journey reaches its peak. The greatest conquest isn't the world around you, it's the one within. To conquer yourself is to claim the mightiest victory. Mastering your emotions, facing your weaknesses head-on, and never ceasing to grow. When you command your mind, no circumstance can defeat you, delivering a freedom and happiness that nothing external can touch. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Echoed by Confucius, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior." This truth stands firm. The world bends when you bend yourself to your will, the true battlefield. Step into this moment. The world swirls. Chaos of deadlines, sting of rejection, pull of desires. You've faced it all, building a fortress of resilience. But the real fight, it's not out there. It's here in the quiet of your skull. I'd win a day, right? Rise, focus, then trip over anger at a slight, or slump into doubt after a miss. The enemy wasn't the slight or the miss. It was me, unmastered. You felt it. A storm brews not from life, but from within. Stoicism names this battlefield. Self-conquest trumps all. The greatest triumph lies in inner control, the video says. You've acted, endured, won your mind, now claim it fully. Nelson Mandela, jailed 27 years, didn't conquer apartheid first. He conquered despair, fear, rage. "I am the master of my fate," he wrote, echoing Aurelius. The cell didn't free him, his mind did. You don't need his stakes, just his truth. The world bows when you rule you, mastering emotions. Emotions are the first front, wild, raw, yours to tame. A harsh word once lit me up. Fury flared, hours lost. Stoicism doesn't deny feeling, it demands direction. Feel deeply, act wisely. It urges. I pause. Will this rage build me? No, breathe, shift. Mandela didn't curse his guards. He channeled pain to purpose. You've steadied thoughts in Lesson 7, now steady this. A loss stings. Feel it, don't feed it. Practice it. Storm hits. Anger. Grief. Name it. This is hurt. 5 breaths, what's mine? Not the cause, the calm. Act. Walk. Right, wait. Discipline forged this. Winning aimed it. Mastery wields it. Emotions don't rule, you do. Freedom isn't numb. It's clear. Facing weaknesses. Weaknesses are next, not flaws to hide, but foes to fight. I dodge mine, procrastination, impatience, thinking, I'll fix later. Stoicism says, now. Conquering oneself is facing the darkest corners. The video notes, I listed, I delay, I snap, then faced them, set a timer, bit my tongue. Mandela saw his pride, bitterness, and softened them in silence. You've broken beliefs, break this. I'm weak here isn't shame, it's a map. Try it. Pen. Alone. What's my shadow? Lazy? Shy? Face it, one step. I'll start now. I'll speak once. Pain taught you grit. This teaches grace. Weakness isn't you, it's yours to shape. Relentless progress. Mastery isn't a peak, it's a climb. Be better than yesterday, Stoicism insists. I'd write, falter, grow each day a notch. Mandela didn't stop at freedom, he built a nation, step by step. You've persevered, keep it. A day flops, what's next? Not perfection, progress. A friend feared failure, started small, stumbled, rose. Years on, she leads not flawless but forward. Do it, morning, what's one better? A kinder word, a harder push. Night, did I grow? Yes is enough. Dreams began this. Balance held it, progress crowns it. You're not done, you're doing. The power of inner command controls the key mind over mayhem. No circumstance can defeat you, Aurelius promised. A job crashed, I spun over. Then what's mine? Not the loss, the lift. I learned, moved. Mandela's bars didn't break him, his will did. You've controlled thoughts, emotions, own it all. Storm hits, I steer. Winning set this seals it. Test it. Chaos, sick, broke. Ask, what's mine? Not fate, focus. One act, rest, plan. Pain's lessons, discipline's rhythm, commands yours. Freedom isn't luck, it's law. A daily conquest. Make it habit. 5 minutes. Dawn. What's my fight? Emotions, I'll calm. Weakness, I'll face. Growth, I'll step. I do. Quiet. Did I rule me? Mandela's cell had no clock, his mind did. You've acted, focused, mastered, conquer daily. Small. I held my tongue is mighty. Try it. Today, one win over me. Anger down, fear faced, effort up. Gratitude fits, I did this. Pains forge, balances keel. Conquest's crown. The reward of self-mastery. This victory remakes you. Dreams root, unshaken by winds. Pain fades, mastered, not mourned. Balance holds, command steadies it. I'm not flawless. I'm free, not swayed by whims. You'll feel it. Not louder, but deeper. Genuine freedom and happiness. The video says, yours, not the world's. Mandela didn't just leave prison, he left chains. You don't just live, you reign. Call to conquer. What's your conquest? Not their throne, yours. Master it, feelings, flaws, forward. You've dreamed, powered, focused, balanced, freed, mastered, one, now rule. Storms fierce. You're fiercer. Not in force, but fortitude. Stoicism isn't their win, it's yours. Mightiest warrior, Confucius said, be it. The world's wild. You're wilder. Tamed, true, triumphant. Rise. You're not what happens, you're what you master. And there we are, beautiful souls. 8 lessons, 8 victories. A full circle from chasing dreams to conquering yourself. Thank you, truly, from the bottom of my heart, for joining me here at ZenLight 8. You've done more than watch. You've stepped into the arena of your own mind, mastering emotions, facing shadows, and rising stronger each day. That's not just progress, that's power, the kind no storm can shake, the kind Marcus Aurelius forged in chaos, the kind you now carry. I hope these Stoic sparks light your path forward, proof that freedom and happiness aren't gifts from the world, but fires you build within. This isn't the end, it's a beginning. ZenLight 8 is your home, and we've got more wisdom to uncover, more battles to win together. So, if this journey struck a chord, hit that like, share it with a soul who needs it, and subscribe if you're not yet with us. Let's grow this light. Thank you for conquering with me. Take a breath, stand tall. You're the mightiest warrior now. See you soon, ZenLight 8 family. Keep shining.